By now, most of you know that Apple owns the Beats headphone, and after hearing that, most of you probably are asking the question, how will Apple change and improve this very reputable brand? That is a question I intend on answering with this review. This is Bad Tech and Gaming's review of the Beats Studio 3 headphones. So let's get down to it. To kick things off, we have two categories, good and bad. This device isn't that complicated, so I thought 4 categories may be a little bit much. This should help you decide whether or not this product is worth the $350 or not. And disclaimer, I am no audiophile. I am more of your average user that appreciates good quality sound. Usually what I use is a pair of LG Tone Infinums, which are some of my favorites. I also use some braggy Dash earbuds. Anyway, on to the reason you are here. The good category. The good category for Beats Studio is honestly most of this review, and that is actually saying a lot for Beats, as they are usually not as great of a value, or at least that's how they're seen on the professional headphone market. Let's start with design. One of my favorite things that Apple has done here is really more or less what they've not done. The design is nearly identical. Maybe some minor changes here and there. Some things are not glossy that used to be. You'll notice the foam padding is slightly softer, and immediately when you put them on your head, you notice this. They are very, very comfortable and soft to the touch. One of the things that Apple did change is the amount of color options. Now, this makes me jealous as I bought the matte black ones, and now I kind of wish I bought the red one, as it goes a little bit better with Bad Tech and Gaming. To most people, looks are some of the most important things about what they wear on their head, as they wear these headphones to the gym, out and about, or just around their neck in school. For those people, these headphones will be great. To the other people in the room, sound is the most important thing to you. If you're hard into audio, and aka an audiophile, I'm gonna save you some time and money. These are just not for you. While these offer a decent balance and the bass boost is not overpowering, it is still there and you can hear it almost immediately. Another thing is, the surround sound when you put on an excellent pair of headphones, you can play an orchestra and hear every single instrument that is being played and the direction in which the composer wants you to hear it from. Well, these do some of that, but the sound separation on here is mostly from the high sounds to the low sounds. It's just not it. Not a lot. That's about it. For me, that's okay. I can live with that because these headphones do sound awesome other than that, and I will never think twice about that. I don't need the sound separation as much. Moving on with some more goods. Sound cancellation. Double tapping the power button to toggle it on and off works extremely well, unless if you are, well, a machine, and for some reason I can still hear mechanical noises, or anything coming out of an electronic speaker. It is very odd. Another example is an air conditioner. I can almost always hear it. When there's no music playing, of course. But I do have a solution for that. Play some music, and then boom, it's fixed. I know, to me, that's not a big deal, but it is something worth mentioning, as I know a lot of you people do care about that. However, some people do get very upset about this, and that's why I say these headphones are not always a great value, depending on what you want. Also, clocking into the good category are the buttons, the volume up and volume down on the top and bottom of the Beats logo, then pressing the Beats logo once for pause or play, answering or ending calls. You can double tap it to skip a track, and you can triple tap it to go back. Another good thing here is the Bluetooth connectivity. It is one of the best on any headphones that I have ever used. Heck, I'll even throw the entire Bluetooth speaker category into there. Not only is the range good, but when I power it on and off, to my Android device of course, it connects immediately every time. Not all Bluetooth headphones do that consistently. And when I say this thing has better range, I mean I never have issues with connectivity. Even as the battery drains, it doesn't get less and less connected. No, it eventually just powers off. And that's actually one thing that surprises me. I'm always shocked when it's out of battery because there's no signs that lead you to that other than the fact it just shuts off, which is a good thing. Also, since we're on the battery topic, it does last a very long time. Even with the noise canceling on, I can listen to them all day and not have to recharge them till the next day, maybe morning, midday, if I literally listen to them all day. When they die, they do just kind of die. They do give you one warning tone. I know I mentioned that just a second ago, but they do give you one warning tone, and that's it. They just cut out. There's no other warning than that, except for maybe a little red flashing light. Rapid charging actually finds its way to these headphones and does make it into my good category. In 10 minutes, you can get realistically 3 hours of usage out of these things. And man, that is really nice, especially since one of the bads is that you can't use the headphone jack to listen to the beats once they have died. Now, I also must make another disclaimer. I do not have an iPhone, so I cannot comment on the M1 chip. All I can say for that is, yeah, that sounds cool. However, I do not feel I should speak upon something that I didn't experience, so I'll just tell you what it does, or what it's supposed to do. It allows the headphones to pair what they say seamlessly between any Apple device. You just turn them on and they're supposed to just be really easy to pair. And you can switch them between iOS devices, but I didn't get to test it, so I don't know if that's actually true. I would assume it is, as Apple's very consistent and good with what they do. But again, I do apologize, I do not have an iOS device at this time to test it out. Last thing before we get to the bad category is the practical use of these headphones. With a long battery life, noise cancellation that works well, comfortable fit on my head, and a headphones that actually sound good, I find myself gravitating to these more and more and more. And I am a die-hard LG Tone fan in the past. Okay, enough with all the goods. Let's talk about the bad things here. With all the good things I had to say, I have some complaints. Like, why do these headphones not work with the Xbox One? All other cabled headphones and devices work with the Xbox. It makes me scratch my head, honestly, and I feel like it's really, really simple. The other big thing is something that I already alluded to before, but it's the fact that when these bad boys die, the headphone jack can't be used even with noise canceling turned off. You may think, oh, well, I never actually used this. But when you have a device that's battery lasts as long as this one does, you forget sometimes to charge it or to check how much it has been charged. And if you have an Apple iPhone, I hear it is really easy to check how much they are charged. But once they die, you're pretty much stuck sitting there waiting for 10 minutes to go by so you can get a couple of hours of usage until you're good to charge it again. That to me is, for a $350 pair of headphones, is just unacceptable. However, Studio 3s are way more good than bad, and I would buy a new pair if these broke. Are they a bit overpriced? Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you already knew that before you watched this review. However, for the first time ever, in my opinion, I can say these are the best valued Beats headphones on the market. If you are willing to spend the money and live in the Apple ecosphere, or are someone that cares about appearances, then these are a no-brainer. If you are a penny pincher or want to get the best value in the world and don't care about his appearance as much as others do, then, well, there are others you should check out on the market. Bose. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and feel free to make that subscribe button turn gray, as that would mean a lot to us. With that being said, it is time to end.